I would like to welcome all of you here. This is the third meeting of the forum today, here, NTS International Parents Forum meeting. And this is a platform, where women are getting together, parents are getting together to discuss parenting and to discuss issues they face while bringing up their children, young and teenage children. The main aim of the forum is to share information with each other and to talk about parenting strategies by parents from different cultures and how effective these strategies are bringing up children living in such a society. Although it's a beginning, but it's a big step towards improving our relations and communication with our children, so that they get better quality of life and their needs are met.
Parenting issue it's a very talked about issue nowadays. We all are talking about different issues around children, and we are experiencing problems around children. And Scout leaders are pretty much, they are making huge contribution. I must say, the amount of contribution Scouts, so much my experience, are making, because some issues children will never ever share with us. Some they will never ever share with schools, but some they definitely will share with Scouts. That is my own experience. I'm saying out of my experience, and I'm sure it's very. You work sometime as a window and just keep up doing it. That's one. And then another thing. Last night I was thinking whatever I'm reading out for you, it has come out from our previous discussions from the parents. It's nothing that I'm saying. That they say that children have sound nature. They pick up thoughts, ideas, coping strategies and life skills from surroundings, which we transmit in them in our role as parents, teachers, mentors, entertainers, which is media. We understand that in most cases we are worried because we are not getting right result back from our efforts from our children. And the reasons could be hundreds, but one obvious reason is we are not self-reflecting our own behaviors towards the children. We in fact are receiving what we are giving. We parents, school, media think that we try hard and wonder why the message is not reaching them. The reason perhaps is we are not putting our children in a natural environment. The reason of our self-reflecting discussion, sharing of experience, as Naina said, is very much important, because we are actually not self-reflecting. How are we engaging our children through our own thoughts, ideas, media, what media is giving, how schools are treating. Children, as I said, they have got sound nature. They are learning the way we are teaching them. The reason perhaps we are not putting our children in a natural environment. Nature transmits wisdom through its creation. And we are not helping them to nurture the various parts of their selves. As you all know, human condition is comprised of 4 selves: physical, intellectual, emotional, and spiritual. If we think deeply, we will see that we only are concentrating on physical and intellectual self of our children and for ourselves as well. Very occasionally, emotional self we are concentrating on and completely ignoring spiritual self. We give them messages like be a winner, be successful in a career, be financially solvent, be very smart, which are fine. But the problem starts when you talk very little about looking after your human self, the real meaning of living, what does happy living mean, how to develop self-respect by being content with who you are, how to feel about others, how to relate with others to live a compassionate life, how to win over fear, and how to praise natural beauty. If we see, the word household has become very consumeristic. The household is just me in most cases. My job, my salary, my direct debit, my time, my gym, my room, my diet, food, my computer, my channel, my mobile, etc., all mine. And although we call it a household, but very few of us are holding it collectively. By that we are actually giving a very selfish message to our children without our conscience. And family, and perhaps Parents Forum is a platform for reflection, self-critical discussion, the realization of natural needs of our children to help them grow with their diverse but unique self. So it is something that if we all look back at the question that eventually we'll ask, our colleagues will ask you, 5P, we will concentrate on our own behavior as parents, as schools, as leaders, as social authorities. How do we treat our children? Although we are seeing that we are putting millions and millions of pounds in the school, but somehow we are actually ignoring natural self within human. Physical and intellectual, these are not enough. There are emotional and spiritual self. If we really want a complete living for our children, we must look at these 4 selves in them.
Thanks very much for inviting me, and I'm really impressed at the numbers of you that actually turned up today. And I found it really interesting to listen to the discussion. And it's about making the most of schools for your kids. And you will be even more conscious about this than I think a lot of parents who are not from an ethnic minority community, because you're actively thinking about it. Because if English isn't your first language, then there's a communications issue with schools that you have to overcome. You might have knowledge of a totally different school system, like you were saying about homework. What you might actually have though is the educational experience of 20 years ago, when that's how things happened. So sometimes you're assuming it might be an ethnic issue. Actually it might be about different age and stage, and certainly in my school we were constantly being experimented on in the 1970s. There were always new ideas, so we were the first primary kids in Edinburgh to learn how to speak French. Because somebody in the education department thought that was a good idea, so they experimented on us. And I think all your kids' schools, the key thing I think about all about this, and that's why I'm so glad that you've held this meeting today, is about finding out about the school your kids are at, and finding out what opportunities there are for you as a parent to go along to get involved. When the parents' nights are, whether you're able to have informal discussions, and all the other things that make a school up, which is not just about the exams, but all the different extracurricular activities. And I think making sure that your children are getting proper access to them is sometimes as important in terms of the skills that they might learn, the friendships that they make. When I think back to school, you might find this amazing, but I left school in Edinburgh in 1979, and my 2 best friends are still the 2 friends that I got in primary 4 in Edinburgh. I've kept in touch with them forever, and some of you will, no doubt on the internet now, be in touch with friends you made at school 30, 40 years ago. So school is incredibly important about the whole personal development of a kid. But the exams are important as well, so all the more that you can do to talk about homework, what the homework expectations are of kids, how you can help. I imagine that is challenging if English isn't your first language. Because I have to say to you, the parents I meet who are not from an ethnic minority, they actually find that really hard as well. Because methods change, what you were taught at school is not what they're getting taught now. So this is something that you need to actually be engaged with, and don't always assume it's the language issue or an ethnic minority issue. It might also be how time has changed. But that doesn't mean that you're not going to have to find out about it, whether you're a parent or a grandparent. Must be even worse as a grandparent, because that's even longer ago. I mean, I'm in the generation that didn't do computing at school. I've had 2 computing courses in my life, and they were in the first job I ever had, when actually we didn't have computers in my first job either. So I think part of the challenge for all of us in this room is how fast everything moves. So if some of you have got a child who's 18 and you've got a child who's 4, and I bet there's 1 or 2 of you might have quite a gap between your kids, you'll actually notice in the time that they've been at school, things will have changed as well. So